Hello to all the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company, and today we're gonna be doing the chapter 4 dungeon. Before that, I would also like to welcome anyone new to the channel. I do very long playthroughs of many different games. They are sorted into playlists, so you might wanna go check them out, binge watch them, subscribe, like all that good stuff. As for this game, you can check out the playlist and the comments and description below if you want to watch it from the start. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we head into the dungeon. So 454. Remy set League of 9. Difficulty level 35. We need to suppress the dungeon boss. Shouldn't be too hard, but you never know. You never know. For this dungeon, you may not select a support identity for Yi-Sang. Yi-Sang must always participate in battles. That's very interesting. Does this mean I can take a support? I can? Oh, really? Okay, I'll definitely grab support, the one who grips then. There we go. As for Yi-Sang, I'm pretty happy with how he is right now, so I don't really care. He must always participate in battles. I'm fine with that. I want him to be in battles anyway. Yeah, let's go. Into the deep dungeons we go of chapter 4. Reconstructing K-Corp laboratory. As we approach the center of the Golden Bow's resonance, I notice scattering piles of yellow. With the twisting space, petals were wavering. So the phantoms of Yi-Sang's E.G.O are over there. Come on, let's get in. Whoa, I sure didn't expect I'd be back here. Is this thanks to the Golden Bow? Or is it you, Yi-Sang? Oh, that's Dongrang, probably. When we got there, Dongrang greeted us merrily. How cozy. What place was this, Yi-Sang? The only place where I may breathe, that's what this was. There are stacks of paper on the desk. Aha, yes, you see, usually. These are placed for visitors like us to read. Yi-Sang quietly picks up a stack. I couldn't begin to imagine what thoughts his face may have suggested as he silently read the letters on them. A letter I had written once, and its structure follows that of a play script. It's then reasonable to assume that each actor in the play was provided with one. If so, this may well have been a stage awaiting our arrival rather than a simple emptiness. From the looks of it, we'll have to read out the script, right? Maybe Dongbag might just come, Yi-Sang. If Dongbag got this space before she died, haha, I'm not sure what I should call this. Well, that's a scary idea that Dongbag gets back and we have to fight it again. Anyway, if the entrance opened while she was alive, her consciousness might have been wrapped up in this, as ours were. For what reason did you stab Dongbag? She hesitated a little too much. What did you want this kind of eulogy from me? The reason, I'll hear it. No, it's really, you knew as well, Yi-Sang. In that state, Dongbag's death was imminent. Her life would painfully be scattered away if I let her be. That's why you can't lash out at me despite the anger boiling inside you. I wouldn't have made much of a difference. This time, the phantoms of E.G.O might present themselves differently from the previous ones. The phantoms of E.G.O are places or images of someone's mind made manifest. It releases a powerful and complex energy. It might join people other than the sinners, like those deeply related to Yi-Sang in this case. That's so, to put it bluntly, it dragged in a bunch of clowns to act on a stage, is that right? Although this is merely a guess, yes, I suppose that's about right. We'll have to do our best with our given roles. Our best we shall do. And if we don't, the image displayed by the phantoms of E.G.O will go awry, ultimately preventing our access to the Golden Bow. We must reenact the originals, in other words, Yi-Sang's actual memories as closely as possible. Oh, okay, so these are memories of Yi-Sang's past when him, Dongrang, they were all friends and like just started their career in science and literature and all that good stuff. Alright, I got that clear enough, so... What the... I almost jumped out of my skin. I had people who accompanied me either by caprice, coincidence or fate. What a fascinating line. Oh, there's Dongbag from the past. Why did you stand in front of the door like a dork? What did you call me? Wait, aren't you the one that just... What are you staring at my face for, like you were looking at a dead person? Why do I look cool? She's right. Gabriel, don't act like such a country bumpkin. Do you want your mannerisms to match your name? The hell are you saying now? What is it? Eep, I'm just reading from the script, Mr. Heathcliff. The script, that's just what mine says. What are you whispering like that? You know, Dongbag, Gabriel was thinking back to me how we all managed together here at the T-Corp. That really bugs me. Oi, don't call me by that name. Good acting. The real Gabriel always used to ask us not to call him by his name too. It is now your turn to speak, Sankhya. As one might know, our hometown, S-Corp's district, was going through a turbulent time, many things breaking and changing. Because of daydreaming higher-ups who tell sweet-sounding words with no substance and corrupt officials squeezing the people, the public's lives and economy teetered and twisted more and more each day. With no guarantees of arrangements between wings or positions to apply for, researchers like us who pursue the studies of knowledge struggle to find even a simple bolt to help ourselves. That was when Brother Young-Yi brought us together. I was the one who called Yisang and Dongbag. We grew up in the same town. Right, Brother Yang-Yi and Dongrang brought us together. There, I suggested. The wing called T-Corp is seeing remarkable technological growth nowadays, generously backing inventions of machines and technology, so it should be no problem at all to get any part we need there. All the people invent for a living. So, the like-minded ones defected to the district empty-handed, risking everything. As everyone wished, we were free to continue our research here. Even though we had to yield the colors to them, making it so they didn't outwardly shine. As Mersault, or the League of Nine Literatures member he played, pointed out, I couldn't see any color in this place. Even the flower just outside the window was devoid of color, waving like a turbid blur. In T-Corp's district, having colors is a kind of a privilege. They take away colors? Colors establish identity. There are few better ways to rob one of uniqueness than this. Isn't that right? For sure. And colors are some of the few little things the poor could normally have. Hey, Anyung, are you gonna keep chatting away? The conference is today. Watch, I've made a vibrant amusement. Look, it blows up better than before, doesn't it? I have to wonder what is up with your obsession with explosives. I mean, fireworks, Dongbag. Here, you can see the stars in the night sky thanks to the blinding lights and smokestacks filling the air. The stairs were so pretty in my hometown. It was fun watching them together. What's more, there's no color here. Where we were, we could at least see the colors of flowers. So I wanted to bring it back in some way. Look, even if it's all black and white, you can still see it, right? Fire makes such a warm color. I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't have anything to show off for now. Is that really something to admit so merrily? Haha, treating injured animals on the streets took much of my time. I couldn't leave them be. They reminded me of the yellow calf I left behind in my hometown. I used to like it so much. I don't get what it saw in you. It was abandoned by its mother. Seeking warmth to lean on is an instinct all living beings have. Well, by now I guess it has offspring? Probably not. That calf was male. Ah. Revived Liberation Alliance member. Oh, bother. Here we go again. Gabriel looks like the bar owner is here to take the tab you owe again. Why don't you go outside and greet them? What the? Those crooks, how did they get here? Strong resonance of the golden bull with Yisang is affecting the entire laboratory building. They were caught up in it as well, but they have no ties to Yisang. Since they weren't given any roles in the play, they'll instead try to ruin the stage. It will only get worse as the phantoms grow unstable. Well, let's kill them then, right? Violence is the answer to everything. In other words, we have to be quick with moving the play's plot along. The more time we spend fooling around, like a certain complete oath, instead of reading what the script says, the more enemies will attack us. Ishmael began to lightly limber up, cracking her joints. So let's focus on the foes on deck for now. Right. So we're gonna be fighting E.G.O Gift Get. Yisang's level rises to 35. Piece of reversing memories. Yisang's uptie and threadspin tears rise to tier 3. Well, that was already the case. We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who love technology. Right, so that's the start. Okay, well, we can go Either way we go, we're gonna have fight and abnormality fight though, so yeah, let's just go up. We've entered the space of scattering yellow petals where the golden bow is resonating. It was the only place where Yi-Sang may breathe, as he put it. The sinners are tasked with acting their parts of the script they're giving based on the place they're in. We've been greeted by Dongbak. We're then greeted by Dongbak from the past, accompanying a stunning fireworks display. Well, that's pretty nice, I guess. Fixed member needed. There we go. This looks good enough. Let's see how fast we can rush through this dungeon. It's probably gonna take 3 or 4 episodes, I'm gonna say, depending on how hard the last boss is. First one to finish gets some tasty something. Yeah. Or was he level 35? Maybe he was not 35, maybe he was like 30. I'm pretty sure I put him on 35 though, because he's like one of my best. So here at least I'm not under pressure to finish things in 10 turns, but still. It's still my wish to do this. Oh yeah, also in dungeons, any health loss we accumulate adds up, so it's like kind of important, like to keep your HP high. Although there are checkpoints where you heal up, so we can deal with this and get back on the bus in no time. Yeah, we can, Rojun. Just use that big hammer of yours, clear enemies really fast, and yeah, it's gonna make us super happy. So dungeons usually have 2 or 3 floors. They're like exploration things where you go from fight to fight. Sometimes you can also find interesting things like power-ups, E.G.O gifts. Last dungeon I did, we were collecting this kind of insignia, which made the final boss much less powerful. So I will be looking into like exploring every nook and cranny. I hope you have been well since we conversed last. I see flowers bloom outside and the birds chirp every now and then. Though the scents of flowers spread as they like, they create a rather sweet smell once mingled in one place. I wonder if you have taken in such a smell. I was always worried about the gloom on Dongbang's face, but the things she presents at the Illuminators conferences are relieving to see. They carry a certain joy with them. Can I take that as her way of indirectly expressing the smile she could make at us? Well, take it however you want. Yi-Sang, what are you thinking? I just can't figure out what your face might mean. It makes me curious to know what in your mind. Those who I have brushed past until now ask the same question. However, as I did not possess the eloquence to utter a concise answer in words, and the matter itself was too wearisome and perplexing to clearly summarize, I would substitute my answer with a figurative blank sheet of paper. You know what that is. Nothing. In truth, it may not have been nothing after all. I would feel bad the desire to scatter into the winds in lush blue, sensing the sway of seeds plunging into my scrolling mind. Well, how's my acting? Brother Young-Gi was a man of kindness. He was not one to rashly harbor spite or reproach for others. You resemble him in that sense. I guess everyone got the roles they should be fulfilling at the best of their ability. Okay, so we did that. Oh, that's good. I would like to see that. Right. Okay, same story. Okay, at least I don't need to like reset that ID before every fight. So that's a nice surprise, which I do enjoy quite a lot actually. This is an abnormality fight. I'm just gonna do auto and see if it's all dominating. We're gonna auto complete it. So yeah, we can choose who goes where, but in these simple Zion fights of abnormalities, things usually just die super fast anyways, so... This might be even faster fight than the other one. Usually these are a little bit slower than the other fights, because between turns you don't get extra moves, but... depends, I guess. Okay, these are slower because we have to watch each one by one resolve rather than see people fight all at the same time. Still though, so far in this dungeon what took the most time was dialogues anyway, so don't worry too much about that. Being fast and efficient is important though for when you're doing mirror dungeons, because those don't have the story and they give you important important rewards once you finish them. Right, let's see what this is all about. So I would like to... A broken cake-corbed drone is tumbling on the floor. I can only revive sinners where I can see the stars, so in the meantime, we might be able to find an ampule to use it if we search through it. Rummage through the drone. Yeah, sure, let's rummage through it. So... Oh, we just proceed. We don't have to pick somebody to do it. Ooh, okay. A sinner good at searching should be able to help. Who will be most efficient at the job? Gluttonous advantage. So apparently he is really good at it. Huh. Everyone else kind of sucks. This one would get an advantage. Like, why is this normal though? Oh yeah, I understand, because he has very low sanity, that's the thing. Right. This is very low here. This one's not impossible actually. Okay. Oh, we have to win all three. This was a hard one. Several wounds were left on Yi Sang's hands while rummaging through the wreckage. Fortunately, we were able to find a small ampule in it after going through that trouble. The other sinners sighed at the ultimately pointless hole. We had to leave the room with my promise that I'll turn the clock for them next time. If Florence's E.G.O spice what she saying. What did we get? The selected entity took 10 HP damage. E.G.O gives small ampule earned. Thank you for showing me such a moment. Okay. At the start of the turn, allies under 40% HP heal 100% of max HP once per floor. I think that's pretty good actually. Okay, I also want to do that. We'll do it. We can do that and then that. And then we go inside, I guess. Okay, this will be a hard fight. The sinners are doing their best to play their roles, as awkward as it may be. Visited by sights of flowers and chirps of birds, the League of Nine was filled with joy and warmth even if it had become colorless. So I'm thinking it might be a good idea to substitute some people in and get their sanity up. Just in case we end up with a challenge that somebody else is better suited for. You see, I called you this time because I've made something interesting that I'd like to show. What is that? Youngji, what is this? There are simply too many transient things that will all too soon, don't you think? The butterfly only wanted to lightly flutter, but to be punished with that for that crime, that felt too unfortunate. Did you bring it back from the dead? I thought that kind of technology was forbidden by the Hat's Treaty. It is no such case, although the carcass remains inanimate. Something has overridden it. That's right, to be exact, it's the glass window. The butterfly can now be free within it. Even if its wings dampen while trying to cross a pond, are gripped in somebody's hands and crumble to dust, or dry out due to the lack of flowers, the butterfly won't stop, and eventually, in the distant future, it will make it across the sea. If that happens, will the butterfly no longer be afraid of the sea? Splendid, Youngie. This level of technology could have numerous applications. Youngie, are you sure? I really made this just for the conference? What do you mean by that? A gathering where we show technology we've created as a hobby in our free time after returning from a day's work, sharing our thoughts. Wasn't that the significance and appeal of the Illuminators conference our league had? But it doesn't look like a simple hobby horse to me. Are you still not over what happened then? That's how you see it, Dongbak. I'd like to know what you think as well, Yisang. As Dongrank rightfully says, this is nothing short of a great first discovery. Alas, if frost were to form on the glass window, it will blur the reflected image all the same. As such, the frame of this glass window will need to be made firmer and straighter. Yisang, you managed to see through its essence from just a single glance. But personally, I can't seem to think of a way, so how about this instead? Yisang, try recreating it in your own way. My own way. That's right, by the next conference. Is it truly okay for me to handle a technology as valuable as the glass window? You got it wrong. I'm making this suggestion because it's valuable. Okay, so the glass window technology. Interesting. Okay, so the game's like this is a hard fight and, well, let's see. Ooh, two of the people are actually struggling. Well, I would put them on the fence if I noticed it on time. Oh well, it's okay. It's alright, they're gonna be fine. Once we kill some people here, they will get some nice SP. Okay, this one got 5, this one got 0. Okay. But yeah, let's get as many people to 45 as possible. Well, maybe not Sinclair though. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Sinclair was not a good choice. It's gonna be way weaker. Okay, as for these resources, let's see if they pertain between fights. Last dungeon they did, so I was able to stock up quite a few of those, and the last fight was a little much easier as a result, I think. Nice indeed. Oh, hopeless. Oh no. I don't like to see hopeless. Go, do it, E.G.O. My MVP. Still pretty happy we got that E.G.O from, not E.G.O, ID, identity, from the extraction. Just in time for the E.G.'s chapter as well. Yeah, we are like, oh, that's better. So we rolled a 0 there at some point, oh well. We have a lot of resources. They might be accumulating again. That's really good. We even whistled now. So yeah, Gregor and Honglu will have 45. And the next fight we're gonna bring in somebody else. And yeah, gonna be pretty nice. Like these random encounters and events are like pretty important to me because that's where you get really more powerful by getting these E.G.O gifts and stuff. Okay, then I'm gonna grab... So doing the actual fights serves no real purpose, however doing these might be pretty useful. It's filled with K-Corp's ampules. Oh, good for us. Hey Dante, can't we take at least one of those? Negative, the ampule injector is only in this room, so it will not be possible to use them outside of this place. What will we do? Use the ampule? I'm not gonna use the ampule because everyone's full, so... I'm not sure if it's a good idea to test these things. I don't even know well enough on the sinners. We just decided to leave the room. Well, I mostly did it because we don't need healing right now. Okay. Right. The sinners are doing their best to play their roles, as awkward as it may be. Visited by sights of flowers and chirps of birds, the League of Nine was filled with joy and warmth even if it had become colorless. Okay, so these two are full now. We're gonna take somebody else. It is a little bit risky to take level 16 people, but hopefully we'll be fine here. Okay, it seems like everything's fine though. So. Besides, it's another one of those very easy abnormality kind of fights, so... We'll be fine. Let's see the time, already 23 minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can finish this first floor in this one video. Maybe I make it a little bit longer than usual. Like, it would be ideal if I can do one floor per video. That would be nice, but if it feels like it's gonna drag on, I'm probably gonna cut it short. We'll see. For now, it's going pretty fast, the dungeon is, but the dialogues, there are plenty of them. Like, it's a weird story about these, what were they? Researchers, right? So, literatures. They're going to a conference and presenting their findings. It seems like right now they're on a precipice of like starting to do real discoveries, like where the hobby will become their real profession, something like that. Okay, and then we have a chance to get another thing here. Are these eggs? Please be careful, it might be an abnormality. Come to think of it, I was told that the underground lab K-Corp setup also managed eggs from the L-Corp branch. Whoa, hey, is this thing twitching? As the sinner observed, an egg becomes to move. What will we do? I'm gonna touch the eggs. Considering our experiences with the receiving gift from the abnormalities, we might just be able to get something to help with exploring the dungeon here. Right, so we got slot advantage, so we need to have at least 9. So this one's actually slot. So he would need to win one of the 2 coin flips. That's really good, actually. He would need to win 2 to get up to 9. Wait, what? Oh. Why is it 8 to 14 if it starts from 6? He gets a bonus. Wait, what? This one also gets a bonus. Starts from 10 instead of from 6. This one also gets 2 bonus. Interesting. Let's use Yi-Sang because he's like the main one here. So we won 2 coin flips and got up to 18 instead of 14. Okay, cool. Whoa! Yi-Sang touched the egg and started glowing. Soon afterwards it hardened and turned into a uniquely shaped gem. This looks like we're taking. Yi-Sang seemed rather tired, but there wasn't anything off about the body as far as we could see. We left the place with the gem in our possession. Good. So what did we get? Okay, he lost 10 SP, that's fine. We got piece of crumpled egg. Oh, a piece of crumbled egg. So is this what we are collecting here? On the first turn of each encounter, gain 2 E.G.O resources of random affinity in position. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Okay, there's the checkpoint. Is this like the second? No, I don't think it is. Yi-Sang demonstrated the glass window, this new invention, to his fellow members. Some were astonished, while some showed concern. Shades of change were slowly beginning to cast over the league. Well, yeah. Right. So you're almost full, and she... I mean, we are very close to the checkpoint though, so everyone's gonna get reset to 0. It looks like the group was at peace. Things were good for a short while. It was as though we were on a trip. We thought everything would be fine after leaving our hometown for this new place, but alas. At the end of the day, human societies weren't so different from each other. Today, I saw something suspicious at the market. Now that intrigues me. What is it, Sang-hyo? This is invention. Wasn't this your work for the League of Nine, Gap-young? It is, but I mean, there's no need to scar markets and all that, right? It's trust and faith that binds us together, isn't it? You must have forgotten the League's 9 laws. LNL, fascinating. You aren't supposed to say things that aren't in the script. I know, they made me memorize every word of it. You think I'll forget? No technology made within the League shall be distributed outside. Be particularly careful not to be tainted with the smell of money. But we've been told that oral poverty will be seized if we don't pay the rent for the laboratory within the next 6 days. What are we supposed to do? We've got to do something about it. The money we earn at the factory can only barely keep us fed. We got here from the S-Corps district, taking nothing but passion for research with us. Tell me, how else are we gonna pay for the rent? That's a valid point. Taxes are heavy on us because we migrated from another district. They are demanding a fee we cannot afford to pay regularly. I can pay that, so I suggest we put this matter to rest. Wait, why haven't I been told about this before? Seize? Did you know all along, Yoongi? I want to hear it from you directly. I understand that you're upset, but be mindful what you say to brother Yoongi Dongbak. I'm fine, Sang-hyo. Dongbak, I was planning to tell you once it had been dealt with. I figured you'd be the first to get furious about matters concerning the League. And Yi-Sang, while I sincerely appreciate your offer, I couldn't possibly take it. It bothers me not, for accumulating wealth has no meaning to me. I urge you to spend it for the League's sake. What? Wait, Yi-Sang, were you that rich? Haha, you might want to do a better job at remembering your part, yes? The enemies will start attacking again, you know? Look who's fooling around like an oaf, failing what's as easy as reading words on paper. Ha! Oh, Ishmael. Well, that was a really bad burn, also from a Heathcliff. Oof, that's got a stink, so, yeah. So, after they told him that many times to watch what he says, now Ishmael was the one who dropped the script first. Yeah. Awkward.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
I think this next checkpoint we come to will be a nice place to make a cut, regardless if it's the end of the first dungeon floor or not. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's a natural place to like stop, sit back, relax, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, you know. We're not there yet though, we have to still do this one fight here, but Sue me Sue. Oh, I missed that. I missed that so much actually. We need to get Don Quixote a good identity so it can be part of the fighting group more often. We'll get it, we'll get it. Most people will get a 3-star before we are done with this chapter. Right, Yang Yi demonstrated the glass window, his new invention, to his fellow members. Some were astonished, some were... Okay, we already saw that. Okay, is this the next floor actually? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna make a cut here. Hopefully enjoy this episode. A little bit of a story of the Yi Sang's past and his friends, and yeah, we're gonna find out how they're... I wonder if I can go back. I can. Interesting. So technically I could do this fight and get my sanity back up. Now that's really interesting. I don't know if it's worth it, but it might be. I'm just gonna trust my ability that I don't have to do it. That's gonna be it for this video. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode of Limbus Company. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.